NE10 now, the podcast talking men's soccer today. I'd say we go to Ringe, New Hampshire, but we are on the road today as Franklin Pierce gets set to take on Felician. So, from a hotel in New Jersey, Antonio Lima joins us. My Portuguese is very limited, Antonio, but bom dia.
No problem. Bom dia, bom dia.
Tudo bem.
Tudo bem? Yes, yes. Yeah, it's good. It's actually really good.
Those are the only two things I know. So that's all I got.
Don't
That's all I
worry.
got from there. First off, congratulations on your success. Talk to me about what it's been like for you to come from Portugal and to play in the United States.
Um, First of all, I would say it's a really good experience because knowing that we can kind of like put both situations as playing soccer and studying it, it's one of the things that the US has, and it's really good, you know. But I think it's been a really good experience to know how the soccer is improving in the US because I would say the year that I got here, um, the soccer was not like it was good, but I feel that with the years go by, and I feel that there is more players and more players actually willing to play more, and it's getting really competitive, you know. And I feel with I'm enjoying since I'm here. I'm enjoying a lot, and it's getting better every year.
Let's talk about your time at Franklin Pierce because I can see on the jacket you have a third star above that Franklin Pierce logo, and you were a huge part of it. What was it like for you last year to win the national championship and to have played such a critical role in Franklin Pierce doing so?
First of all, being national champion is always something that we dream, but we never actually think that it can be possible, you know, because there is so many good teams in here, and I was not like I knew that there was a possibility, but I was a little like with I couldn't believe it when we won it, you know. Um, and just I never thought that I could like help the team the way that I did because we had so many amazing players and we had such a fantastic team. And I mean, I just tried to do what I always did. That it was helping my teammates, helping my team, and uh, I'm happy that it was me. But I also would be super happy if it was, for example, players like Younes and a lot of good players that had a fantastic performance. But yeah, it was something that I will never forget because it was a big thing that I will always keep in my heart.
You win the player of the tournament on the way to the national championship, and a big piece of that was the goal that you scored in the semifinals. It was a header that beat Lewis that got you guys to the title game. Tell me about that moment in particular, both in the moments that lead up to it, thinking like, "Hey, we need a goal. Like we got to get
Yeah.
the job done here," and then what it was like to actually score the game winner.
Honest, I have a fun story about that because when I got in, coach subbed me for Eunice, and it was in a such big moment of the game. I was like, okay, I'm getting it for Eunice, but wow, you know, it's Eunice, it's 2-2, the game is tight. Um, and I was kind of one of the second time that I was playing that position, so I was not like fully prepared, and I was a little nervous, yes, but as soon as Parafita just put that fantastic ball, I just felt opportunity. I just like had the ball and it was a goal, and I was super happy because I felt that I helped my teammates to achieve the goal, and it was a moment that I will never forget for sure.
Why does it work at Franklin Pierce? You guys come from so many different backgrounds, so many different countries, so many different soccer styles or football styles, I'm sure. What is it about the culture and the team at Franklin Pierce that has made you guys the best team in the country for going on your third year?
That's a good question. Honestly, I would say it's the mentality that the coaches put on every day. You know, not thinking what will happen in the next week, focusing on the next day, for example. And it was something that had that who was really good, you know. And also it's true we had a lot of different players from different nationalities, and the way that we kind of connected with each other was something that you really like make us stronger, you know. And I would say that is the mentality of going day by day, day by day. We went day by day with the strong mentality of winning because we were there to win, and that was, I would say, that was the key, knowing that we should only focus on the next practice, on the next practice, on the next game, and it's what we're going to do this year too. Always focusing on the next day.
Tell me about your love of soccer. When did you start playing, and what attracted you to this game?
Uh, I, I I don't remember the first day, but I do remember it was my dad who showed me soccer, who showed me everything about it. He would take me to Benfica games. It's like a big team in Portugal. Um, and I don't know, I just fell in love for it. I wanted to play. I started playing when I was really, really young, and I never saw any other sport who could make me that happy the way that soccer does. Um, and honestly, I cannot see my life without soccer. It's just something that will always be in my heart. I will always, I will try to do what I will try to do everything to continue playing soccer, and it's just something really important in my life, and yeah, it's a big thing.
You wear number 10. I feel like that's a number that everybody always fights for, and that everybody who wears it probably has a favorite number 10 in history. Who did you look up to of all the great number 10s in soccer?
Oh, it's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, I would lie if I say that I don't look up for players like Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona. But I'm just saying because as a Portuguese, you always have the little fight between Messi and Cristiano, and for me, Cristiano is the best. But I would say if I would look up to players like with number 10, for sure it must be Lionel Messi. Fantastic player, yes.
What do you look up to about his game, and what do you look up to about Ronaldo's game?
One of the things that I look up to Ronaldo's game is his mentality is incredible. If one day the things don't go as he wants to, he will not like put the head down. He will continue working, and tomorrow he will put three. You know, and that's the mentality of Ronaldo that I always look for it, and I always look to have it. You know, because I'm not saying it's easy because it's not, but if you had that mentality that he has, a lot of people would be in his position. You know, because it's something that he has. It's incredible and it's unique. But in terms of Lionel Messi, the thing that I always look for it is the quality that he has, the way that he sees the game, everything that he does. It's always the perfect thing, you know, and it's just fantastic to watch. And I also forgot Neymar because I kind of also remember Neymar. For me, Neymar is also one of the best, and I kind of look to him too because wow, the dribbles and everything. I always like to add a little bit of Neymar on my game. So yeah.
Tell me about you taking a little bit more center stage this year, and maybe being in a bigger role on this team, because you've mentioned all of the people that were on this squad last year, and obviously Eunice Adar was the biggest goal scorer of all of them. You still scored 10 goals last year, but there was a lot of turnover. And of the big names that came back from last year's team, there's Aaron Sanchez, there's Caleb Williams, and there's you. And people kind of look at the scouting report and say, all right, those are the names that we know. What's it like for you to be a guy that other teams are focusing on early in the season, and to be in a spot where maybe more is expected of you?
I mean, I would say teams also need to focus on my new teammates because wow, they are actually insane. They are also really good. And the thing that I also feel in here is that in Franklin Pierce we don't have the players, you have the team. And that's why I feel that we have that mentality, you know, because if we have a big player that is injured, another big player will come out of the bench. And that's the thing that Franklin Pierce also has that many teams wish, you know, because it's the amount of good players that we have makes this team strong, you know. As you said, I was not, and it's true. I mean, I was not the big piece, and I'm still not the big piece, but still, the guy that was not the big piece in last year did impact a little bit, and that's why Franklin Pierce is Franklin Pierce, because we have the players, you know, and that's why I feel that having being part of this program, being part of this team makes the things much easier, you know.
I know you probably want to play soccer once you're done in school, but outside of the game, what do you want to do? What are you studying, and what about post athletic life intrigues you?
That's a good question. I thought about it. I thought a little bit about it. I kind of know what about it, but I need to, because we always need to have a plan B. Um, but I think I would like to. I'm majoring on business, you know, business, something related with. I wanted to have like something related with sports. Doesn't need to be soccer, but something related with sports or something like that. And right now, I mean, still on a part of I'm like studying business in a whole, you know. I still didn't focusing on the in a more specific subject, but as soon as I do that, you will be the first one to know.
Keeping your options open. It's always good to do that. Start
Yes,
broad and then funnel in later. You got plenty of time as
yes.
life progresses. Antonio, congratulations on the success that you've had to this point, and certainly best of luck as you guys look to repeat again here in 2024.
Thank you so much.